Hello everyone, my name is Draconicrose and welcome to a brand new series on the Minecraft mod pack Heavens of Sorcery. Heavens of Sorcery is a mod pack by the Felix, someone who you may know from his excellent pack that I've played before, Regrowth. If you look into the channel's video backlog, there are still some streams back when my PC was a potato and I was playing Regrowth, which I unfortunately never finished. But anyway, Heavens of Sorcery is all a skyblock, and it's all about skyblock things using magic. No ex nihilo here. The grinding of resources is done through more magical means. Before we get into the game, I just want to show you in the options that I have some resource packs going. I have Faithful 32, Better Water, and this one actually comes with a pack, Magical Building Spellbooks. Not entirely sure what that one does, but I guess we will see, and if it comes with the pack, it's probably somewhat necessary. I have Faithful 32 because I do like the 32-bit textures that are compatible with vanilla. Let's get into a single-player game. This is where I was testing out the pack, see if it's something that I would like, which I definitely will, but we will create a new world. And we will call this the Dragon's Nest, as usual, as we usually do here. In the build options, we are going to allow cheats, but that is only because as a Let's Player, sometimes things go wrong, and I need to be able to recover the world, not to cheat in items or anything. World type, we will leave it like this because this is what makes the skyblock work. We will not seed because we'll just use a random seed, and of course no bonus chest because that would be against the spirit of the world. So with that done, we will now create a new world. Alright, here we are in game. Now you might realize that this doesn't look much like a skyblock, and we are in fact have a toast telling us to create an island. So if we look in our inventory, we have this little book here, which is actually our quest book. And it gives us the first piece of story, which goes, "Failing to stop the fall is my greatest regret. Though it may have cost me my life, I was at least able to save you, my child. And now you must do what I could not." And in the entry index, yeah, here's the preface. The preface tells you how to actually get into the game and how the quest book works. But the most important part for us is this one. Before doing anything else, run the command island create to begin playing in earnest. So we are going to do that. You can pause the video if you wanted to read the rest. Type island create and we are ported into a much different island, much prettier with some trees and a giant hole in the middle. So, we're going to go into our quest book and we are going into Surviving the World 101. So after the preface, we go into an end and a beginning. I'm sorry, I failed you. For all I thought I was capable of, in the end I could barely protect this tiny fragment of the world. The fact that you live, though, gives me hope, my child. Though I am nothing but a whisper on the breeze now, I will assist you however I can. First of all, this island, small though it may be, holds some key materials to begin re-establish things. Take these trees, for example. Though you can fell them with your bare hands, their wood is innately powerful, such that even the crudest of wands carved from it may be of great use. So we are told to collect one simple ironwood wand and we will be rewarded 50 rustic logs. To make an iron wand we need a plank and 2 sticks, so pretty simple. And like most Minecraft games, I suppose, punch tree, get wood. This one is going to take a while because these trees are very resilient. They take quite a bit. The good thing is when we finally manage to hit the heck out of it, it falls down. The full thing. This is done, I think, by dynamic trees. And it's a bit of a reason why we need to be careful with these gaps. So we are going to take this ironwood and we will make a crafting table as one of our first things. Let's dig down here. Yes, perfect. And don't dig straight down, especially in skyblocks. You never know what's on the other side. Don't dig anything that you would not be happy to lose. Anyway, we are going to get our sticks from it and our plank, and that gives us the simple ironwood wand, which unlocks a new chapter in our quest. So now that we have it, we can go back and read the simple things. With a keen eye, you may have noticed that these trees grow small, hard berries that feel almost metallic to the touch. While they normally grow slowly, the wand you hold should be capable of encouraging the growth of these berries. Simply use it on the leaves and watch the iron berries flow. We need to collect 20 iron berries and we get a bunch more as our reward. This diagram tells us ironwood leaves, use the simple ironwood wand and you get iron berries. 100% drop chance, 1 to 4. So simple things. And as you can see in my inventory, we were getting them. They don't drop from the leaves, which I think is a little bit unimmersive, but that's fine. We complete that one, and yes, at the start of the game, things are going to be moving pretty fast. The next one is no such thing as sifting. The trees aren't the only materials I was able to preserve with this island. Look around. Water, rock, and earth are part of all this too. That wand, it's attuned to the subtleties of this place and can coax the earth and rocks here to aid you. Using it on the stone will reward you with clay, while the earth will indulge you with shards of life lost and seeds to spread beyond this place. We need to collect 1 infused pasture seeds, 20 bone shards, 20 clay, and we'll be rewarded a stone pickaxe and more infused pasture seeds. So we use our wand on the infused grass, and we get the pasture seeds also on the grass, and we get bone shards with a drop chance of 50, and on the metamorphic taiga stone to get clay, drop chance of 100%. So let's get going with this one. We are getting some bone shards. There we go, we got our pasture seeds. How are we on the bone shards? One more, I think. It's not coming. There we go. 21 of those. And now the metamorphic taiga stone, which we can get just from here. We are going to require the 20 clay. So there we go. That's another quest done. And we get our rewards, our pickaxe and more of the pasture seeds. And now we can go for Tubman. I hope you weren't expecting to return things to how they were with a simple swish of a wand. With so much loss, there are limits to what can be done without a bit of good old-fashioned physical labor. Surely you're wondering what it is to be done with those berries by now, but for that you'll need to make a wooden tub and a terracotta drying basin. So we need to collect 1 crushing tub and 1 basin. We'll get another basin and some iron berries as a reward. The crushing tub is pretty simple to make. We can make it right now, but the drying basin requires terracotta. And terracotta means that we will have to smelt clay. If I go look at here on JEI, we have here, where's the normal terracotta? Oh wait, here it is. We have to smelt a block of clay. And while we can make the blocks of clay right now, and we are going to need 3 of them, we cannot smelt those blocks because we don't have a furnace, but that is okay because the game itself gives us a quest to make a furnace called Heating Up. Raw clay can only do so much, but if you combine it with some of the stone that forms the island's foundation, you should have a furnace vessel that can handle enough heat to actually cook things, including the clay itself. So we collect 1 furnace and get 2 more and some charcoal. To make that furnace, we are going to have to collect some of the metamorphic taiga stone that is around us, and we'll need 2 more clay blocks, so that is fine. That is exactly how much clay we have. It's almost like it was done on purpose. But anyway, to collect our stone without losing too much, we are going to make a bunch of ironwood slabs, and we are going to in fact make a chest. We are going to make it like so, and we are going to put down this chest, not right here, because these trees are actually occupy more than one block. You can see there the corner of the tree is on this block, so we will have to move it a little bit to the side. But we are going to leave most of everything here. We're going to take our slabs and our pickaxe, both of which we need, and we're going to hop down here very carefully, and we're going to start putting slabs down under blocks. Now, I would prefer to get the bottom ones, but that might not be too obtainable for us right now. Maybe if I do it, no, it only goes that way. That's fine. So this bracket thing you see, it's added by Quark, and it allows you to put slabs and other blocks in places that would otherwise be a little unreachable for your Minecraft pawn player, Steve person thingy. Yeah, so now that we have some slabs, we're going to actually start flooring this area, because this is a big middle area that we can use as our base of operations. We don't have to worry about mobs, because in this pack, mobs do not spawn in the remnants of the overworld one. What that means is that they will not spawn on our little island here. At least I assume that's what it means. I didn't actually play that far in my test world. But you know, it would make sense, wouldn't it? This is a barren wasteland. Why would mobs be able to spawn here? There's nothing here for them. And we are the last remnants of some ancient civilization that was here. So we're going to start collecting this taiga stone. We're going to attempt to keep as much of it as possible. You will need 6 of them for our furnace things. And with that, we just need to grab 2 of our clay, and we can make the furnace. There we go. Here is the recipe. We get 2 more, like I said, and since we are going to be using this place as our base of operations, I'm just gonna go ahead and place them where is appropriate. Well, or I will as soon as I have a little bit more of an infrastructure. That took only a little bit. We will now place our furnace down, and we are going to also get another crafting table so that we can have, well, actually, can I do this? Yes, I can. Perfect. Well, that is how you recover materials. We're going to have another crafting table over here in the corner, because that will become a little bit useful for us. Now that we have that done, we can smelt our clay, but first we are going to go with this wooden bucket quest. Hope it doesn't leak. At this point, perhaps you wish to move water around, or perhaps you find yourself handling some other liquid. Either way, I can show you how to use wood to create a rough bucket. It won't hold up to anything hot, but it'll do for a start, I'm sure. So to make a wooden bucket, we just need 2 planks and a slab, which I'm pretty sure tells you why I made so many slabs. You're going to need many slabs. Not only for the flooring, but also because of quests and whatnot. We get some wild berries, which are food, and a stone shovel, which will definitely come in handy. So I think it's time we move this chest. It's kind of on the precipice, and it's going to be far more useful to us if it is somewhere down here within my reach. Now, where do I want to put it? I think it's fine right here. So that's where it is going to live for now. Let's add everything to it. Middle mouse click to organize the inventory, courtesy of mouse tweaks, I think. So we are going to divide these into, well, fine. And that one will be, you know, the ones that we actually use. So all 3 furnaces are going, and while they do that, I am going to just get us some more wood chopped down because we are definitely in need of it. Okay, so that was a good bit of forestry while our stuff got cooked. Charcoal is going to be important as it is our main means of, you know, actually cooking stuff. So we are going to try and fuel the furnaces as much as we can. But for now, we're going to re-add everything to our stuff, and we have the terracotta that we need to make a drying basin. So that is what we are going to do, and also the crushing tub, which, if I recall correctly, was 3 of these and 2 of these. So I think this way. Yes, perfect. So you get another one, and the quest tubman, we also get more iron berries. So these things, I'm actually gonna read the quest. No? Okay. Let's read the next one then. I don't know why I pressed desk. That's so metal. I warned you about the manual labor, right? Well, here it comes. Stick some of those iron berries in the crushing tub and get to jumping. As hardy as they are, these berries readily squish into juice. Then transfer the juice to a drying basin to produce tiny piles of iron dust. Smelt these in the furnace, then combine, and voila, iron ingot. So we have to collect 1 tiny pile of iron dust and 1 iron ingot. What we do is we put 2 iron berries in the crushing tub, we jump up and down on it, and we get some iron berry juice. Iron berry juice becomes a tiny pile of iron dust in the drying basin, which can be smelted into a nugget or combined 9 tiny piles to make an iron dust, which smelts into an ingot right away. We're going to put those 2 over there and the tub somewhere in the middle. We're going to grab our bucket and our iron berries, and yeah. Okay, so it's a even number. So we are going to jump until we cannot hear this squelch noise anymore. So this first one, I'm going to do it in real time just so you can see what I mean by it. We will keep jumping and jumping and jumping, and eventually, there we go, it stopped. That means the tub is full. And now we grab our wooden bucket, we take some iron berry juice and we put it in. Now each of these drying basins can take more than 1 bucket of the iron berry juice. I haven't counted exactly how many buckets each one can take, but if you are watching this and counting, do let me know. I am too lazy to do it. Okay, so our tub is empty while our drying basins are not full. I am going to do a bit more of this and yeah, enjoy the speed jumping. Alright, here is the reason you might want to have an infrastructure before you start the quest. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell if the drying basins are full or not when you are placing down, and the ironberry juice does travel though. No, it seems to be about the same as water. So imagine if this happened, like say you're standing here. Yeah, you would fall right off the world, and no one wants to have that happen in their skywalk. So it's okay, you can just grab the source block of the ironberry juice. Now I can put it back in because there is a tiny pile of iron dust that was made. But yeah, so that is a decent warning, so pay attention. Now we have enough tiny piles of iron dust to make a single pile of iron dust, and I'm actually going to teach you about these buttons right here. So these are from Craft Tweaks. This one, the first one, makes you rotate the grid so that you can place things in other stuff. It's pretty useful for those recipes that use this kind of configuration, and then you don't remember which one goes in the middle and which goes in the corners, and you can just rotate them until it is correct. This is the clear grid button. It clears the grid. Not much to it, it just brings everything back into your inventory. And this one is the balance grid. Balance grid will basically spread out the items so that they are as balanced as they can be. Very useful if you make a recipe like this way and then you have extras and you don't want to balance it manually. You can do that, but the most important and useful functions of this mod actually happen when you press shift. So when you press shift, the buttons change. Rotate grid rotates counterclockwise instead of clockwise, that's whatever. But this one, this is one that is going to be used a lot. First, I'll show you this one is force clear grid. If you don't have any space in your inventory, it will just drop the items out of the grid. Very useful if your inventory is full, but you need the crafting grid to do something else, and the inventory, then the items are in there. You can just shift press this button and it will be cleared. But this one, shift and balance grid, becomes spread grid. Very useful for the 9x9 recipes. When I click it, my tiny piles of dust become the 9x9 that I need, and I can just collect things. Of course, that would have been more useful if I had, a little bit more, but that is okay. We are going to be a little wasteful and cook that single iron ingot just so that we can complete the quest, because I am running a little bit out of time for the episode. So there we go, we get another 2 iron ingots, and now we can do toil without the trouble. Now that you've got a hold of some iron, it's time to construct your next tool for weaving the arcane, a simple cauldron. Now you might assume a cauldron would require the 5 iron ingots that it does in vanilla, but no, it has been changed. It requires 2 iron ingots and some nuggets, which means that with 3 iron ingots we can actually make it already. So let's do that. Cauldron. There we go. And with that, we get a few more infused seeds, which we will need. But this is where the game actually opens up the resource farming. So unfortunately, that is going to be it for this episode. I'm just going to put my cauldron over here, why not? If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more of Heavens of Sorcery. But until next time, remember that here, there be dragons. Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk. And if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.